Hey, I'm Bryan, Cassady, author of the book Cycles, head of the Global Entrepreneurship Alliance, and I would like to tell you about our new Innovation Management Essentials exam we created. First, let me tell you a little bit about the GEA. This foundation was set up to share best innovation teaching practice. Our goal is to coach, train 1 million entrepreneurs by 2027, working with experts around the world. We built 3 key things for teachers and trainers. 1, a core competencies framework. 2, different ways to learn, including our Cycles program, an exam to certify students have learned the essentials. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this exam. This exam is the work of close to 60 people over 4 months, with an estimate of 120 man days in total. What is the exam? It's a 2-hour open book exam, which has 90 minutes of closed questions and 30 minutes of open questions to test the ability to apply knowledge. A passing score is 75% of the closed question and satisfactory replies to all the questions. What's included with the exam is a study program and access to study materials. All the study materials are available free on the net. Up to 2 tests with personalized test results and study recommendations. And when students or professionals pass the course successfully, they receive a digital certificate, which is digitally verified by a credible. Okay. What we cover in the exam is the 8 innovation management principles plus a bit on general knowledge. These have been defined within the ISO standards and through our work with 61 experts coming together. The exam was built through a rigorous 7-step process. In step 1, we put together a group of 61 innovation experts. We brought together people from the ISPIN body of knowledge, the ISPIN teaching group, and a group of innovation professors. In step number 2, we looked at the ISO 5602 criteria, the ISPIN body of knowledge, and we asked experts to define what they believe are the core competencies. All this came together into one set of core competencies. And step number 3, we mapped these core competencies against the ISO management principles and a general category and asked experts to evaluate current questions and submit new questions. In step number 4, we added, updated, and cleaned the question set. A total of 121 new questions were added. Updates of almost all the questions were made for clarity, and around 20% of the questions were removed. In step number 5, we did some validity testing. We tested the exam with current innovation practitioners, innovation students, and MBA students with no innovation experience. We found that none of the groups were on average able to pass the exam, but could pass it with a little bit of study. We found that students with an innovation background after studying got to almost a 60% pass rate. We like the idea that the test is hard, but it also is a valid measure of innovation experience. In step number 6, we did an update and we went through steps 3 to 5 again, going back after the testing, redefining the core competencies, re-updating the question set, and testing again with the experts. Today, we have everything up online. We have it in a secure system. Immediate reports are available, and there's trained evaluators for the open questions. There's 2 ways to use the exam. It can be used in education and training. You can use the core competencies to update your existing course, create a student learning program. You can use it to run a pre-test, but most importantly, at the end of the program, you can do a test and certification. It can also be used in a corporate setting to test current employee knowledge and then give those employees either a personalized studying program or suggest to participate in a recognized training. And then there's a retest and certification. You might ask, how is this certification any different? It is the only certification linked to the ISO ISPIN IOP standards. It's recognized by more experts than any other innovation certification. It's hard and demonstrates real knowledge and commitment to learning. Participants get a personalized report showing areas for suggested future study and development. The pricing is low, it's $95. And there are lots of different ways to study for the exam. So it's available and accessible to anyone, anywhere. This certification is not everything you need to know about innovation. It's a lot like a theoretical driver's exam. Once you pass it, you're ready to do further tests and training. It's not about the advanced aspects of innovation management. It's not a validation of somebody's work experience, but it is a good first step. And what next? You can access a mock exam and study guides at the following link. You can buy exams at the following link. We hope you'll find it interesting.